On a peaceful day inside Ares' empire, a statue stands tall, and kids play around, and everyone is happy. Guards are talking about how peaceful it is. Then the other guard says that who knows when the revolutionaries will act up again. He is very angry with them. The other guard says that it has been quite recently. So maybe revolutionaries had realized that their little rebellion was pointless. Then the other guard says that maybe the empire's knights took care of them. They just hope that it stays like this. But deep underground in the city, revolutionaries are having a meeting about the assassination of the emperor. They are planning to do that on the night of that day. Their main goal is to destroy the empire and revive their kingdom. The top leader of the revolutionaries is ready to do that. Then their leader told a red-haired revolutionary called Logan McLean that his job is the most important. His job is to protect the secret text at all costs. He replies that he is aware of his duty. After that, the meeting ends, and they come out. A guy stops him and said that he sure is patriotic. Logan asks him what he means. He told him that he is talking about the secret text. Countless people were sacrificed to take and protect the secret text from the empire. Possessing that book is equal to wearing red loose clothes in front of a bull. Whoever has that book becomes the #1 target of the empire, and he is taking that risk to protect the book. Then Logan replies to him he didn't volunteer for this role. The other guy said that he knows that it's because he is fluent in the ancient tongue, but still protecting it without complaints is patriotic enough. Then Logan stopped him and told him that he is indirectly insulting the other comrades. And he is not doing this because of patriotism, but revenge. He was a good-for-nothing who lost to his younger brother, who just started learning swordsmanship a few years ago while he is learning it for more than a decade. He didn't just lose. He lost very pathetically. And because of the humiliation, he poisoned his younger brother. He is more than just pathetic. His father was very disappointed and angry with him. In anger, his father kicked him out of the family. He left the family and became a mercenary. Only after 10 years of hard work did he realize how terrible of a person he had been. But by then, it was all too late. One day when he was walking on the streets, he heard people talking about a public execution of a prisoner called Ronnie McLean. He's an aura user who fought the empire on the front lines. But the royal family ran off and abandoned him. Yes, it was his younger brother. Logan runs as fast as he can. He wants to say sorry to him. But again, it's too late for that. His brother is already executed, and the Empire Guard is showing his head to everyone to set an example for everyone who goes against them. He promised at that time that he will get revenge. Revenge on the Empire for killing his family and taking away his chance to beg for forgiveness. But he can't do much now. The guards are after him because of the book. He is running away from them. But soon, he reached the dead end, and the guards are already closing up the gap. So he has no chance to escape. He starts fighting them. He killed one, then another one comes. He killed the second one, then the third one comes. He killed the third one. Then more come and surrounded him. Now that he had no choice, he dropped his sword and took out a blue orb and crushed it and shouted, "Let's all die together." The guards were confused about what is happening. Then a big explosion occurred and killed everyone present there, including Logan. Well, this might be the end of the story of a person like Logan. Well, if it's a normal story. But this is a regressive story. He regressed back to the time he was defeated by his younger brother. He woke up suddenly and his head was hurting. He was confused about how can his head hurt if he is already dead. Then his butler comes and asks him if he is all right. Logan was confused and remembered that this person is Rick, his main servant or butler for short. But Rick is already dead 30 years ago in his timeline. Logan asks Rick about how is he still alive. Rick was very shocked. He quickly asks the maid to call a doctor, telling that the young master has hurt his head very badly. While Logan is looking outside the window, he sees his family symbol everywhere. He was confused if it a dream. Then his younger brother Ronian comes. He was very nervous and afraid. Logan now remembers this scene. It's the scene where he lost pathetically to his younger brother. And when Ronian came to visit him, he threw a pillow at him and called him a child of a concubine. Despite all the insults, Ronian used to follow him everywhere. But after that day, he never came to see Logan again. Logan's head suddenly started hurting remembering all this. Seeing this, Rick asks Ronian to go back, but Logan told him that it's okay. Then Logan asks Ronian to come near him. Ronian was very happy that his older brother is calling him near him for the first time. Rick was confused about what is going on. Ronian said sorry for what happened. Logan told him that it's okay and he doesn't need to keep apologizing because he didn't do anything wrong, and he should be the one to apologize. Then Logan remembers his vow and desire for apologizing in the past or future. It depends on the way you look at it. His head starts hurting again. Ronian said that he really needs to rest more, and he should go now. Logan was thinking that how someone as kind as Ronian was killed. He grabbed Ronian and said sorry. Logan was shaking while thinking about all this and started crying. He hugged his brother very tightly and kept crying. Ronian asks Logan, why is he crying? But Logan didn't say anything and just kept crying. Then Ronian also started crying. Just like that, both Logan and his brother kept crying for some time without saying anything. After both Logan and his brother finished crying, Ronian left with a big smile. Logan also says goodbye to him with a happy face. If the artist of this manhwa is watching this, please stop drawing Logan like an old man. After his brother left, Logan gets back into serious mode because if it's not a dream and he really back in the past, then he needs to change everything. Then a maid comes there and starts apologizing. Logan was confused about what is she apologizing for. Then Rick comes forward and said he forgot to warn her, and she interrupted his rest. She got the rooms confused and entered his room. Then he remembered that he also used to mistreat the servants too. He told them that it's fine, and she didn't do anything wrong. He asks Rick to bring him paper and pen. Rick and the maid were very shocked. Rick asked Logan about what is he going to do marry with a pen and paper. In an instant, their imagination goes wild. Who knows what things have they thought in this moment? Then Logan told Rick to send her out and bring him the paper and pen. Rick brings him a pen and a bundle of papers. Then Logan thanked Rick and told him that he can go now and make sure that no one comes to his room. Rick was very shocked that Logan thanked him. He asks Logan if he really is all right, or does his head still hurt. Then Logan gets angry by this and told him to get out. After hearing Logan shouting at him again, Rick feels relieved and goes out with a happy face. Logan feels a little relieved, but Rick told others outside that Logan just yelled at him, so he must be fine. They can go back to their work. Logan was angry, but these are all the consequences of his own actions. The most important thing for him right now is to record everything that he still remembers about the future. The war against the empire that will happen in 10 years. A disaster that will not only bring down his own family, but the entire nation. Preventing that is his goal. But before that, he has to protect his family from the war of the fiefdom that will occur a year from the current present. This war began abruptly and partially destroyed his family, bringing his family into the dark times. He needs to prevent that. He has to meet the family head first. As he was going to meet the family head, all servants are very afraid of him, and because of the fear, a maid who is carrying stuff falls to the ground. She starts trembling in fear of Logan. She is blaming herself that she fell in front of the young master Logan. She is thinking that she is dead for sure. Then Logan extends his hand towards her and asks her if she is okay. She feels a little relieved and looks up. But as soon as she looked up, she entered the unspeakable state of fear. Anyone can go into a coma after seeing this smile of Logan. She started begging him for forgiveness while she is trembling in fear non-stop.
チャンネル登録お願いね。